Hi, I'm Domingo Garcia, National President of LULAC. And many of you are still worried about what's going on out there. So let me give you an update as we go into here about our third week of the coronavirus pandemic in the United States and Puerto Rico. What we're seeing right now is the rollout of this week of the Small Business Administration's relief package for small businesses. If you haven't done so, contact your local bank or go to the SBA and see if your business will be eligible. Normally, if you have less than 500 employees, you will be eligible to collect up to 8 weeks of your payroll for any employees making less than $100,000 a year. And for a lot of small businesses, torterias, hair salons, construction businesses, anybody that's been impacted, this would be some way to get help. Part of this loan is forgivable. That means that you don't have to pay it back, and you have very generous terms of when you do pay the portions that you do. So make sure if you're a small business and you know somebody, go to the SBA, Small Business Administration, or go to your local bank and see if you qualify and are eligible to get that loan. People have said, Domingo, when am I going to get my $1,200, from the federal government? The answer is, we don't know. Probably in the next 2 to 3 weeks is the latest we've gotten from the Department of Treasury. And we expect that if you have filed your tax returns in the last 2 years, 2018, 2019, and if you are a senior citizen who has not, you will be eligible to get those deposits made directly into your bank. Now, if you have not filed your tax returns, and I know a lot of people that are in the restaurant industry, bars, things like that, a lot of times don't make enough money to file for your tax returns. Then you will have to get what's called a 1099 form from your employer so that your employer can make sure that you're on the Social Security system. And even though you don't get a W-2, you have a 1099, and that applies for independent contractors, people who are freelancing and doing their own business. So you're eligible. Just make sure you get a 1099, and don't worry about it. Am I going to have to pay taxes because I didn't file my tax return in 2018 or 2019? That's not going to be an issue here for these $1,200. And of course, that's only going to help a little bit maybe on your rent or your bills that you have this month. Pero algo es algo, dijo el calvo. That's a little bit that will help. So make sure that you get that in there. And if you don't, go to the U.S. government guidelines and see what you can do. Last, I know a lot of people are having a hard time with food. The food banks here in Dallas, Texas, the North Texas Food Bank, is giving out food to those who are in need, people who have lost their jobs. There are food banks all over America. LULAC has partnered with Tyson Foods, McDonald's, and other groups to try to get food out to the community that needs it, especially children that are staying home now from school. We know a lot of times families depended on that free lunch or that lunch program. I know that when I was a kid, we had free lunch programs because we were considered to be in poverty status. So make sure that if you're eligible for any of these programs, food stamps, any of that, you can get that. Finally, unemployment. I know a lot of you are losing your jobs. A lot of you, I've got persons, I worked 21 years and I got a text message that says I was fired, and they couldn't believe that happened. It's tough times. So if you're going through that, if you have been laid off or fired from your job, know that you can collect unemployment insurance. You have to go and file unemployment no matter what state you're in. It's brutally terrible that in Florida, the governor set up the unemployment so that you would only get a maximum of $273 a week. And they made it extremely difficult to even sign up for unemployment. And it was done intentionally to keep unemployment filings down and to screw the workers in Florida. Other states, especially in the South, have done the same thing. And we're going to fight to change that. We're going to call out the governor of Florida, and we're going to go after those unemployment companies that are not processing the unemployment claims of all these workers. People that have worked hard many times for years, and because of the coronavirus pandemic and the economic emergency that it's caused, are now out of a job. So file for your unemployment. You're going to get 100% under the economic stimulus of that paycheck until you're able to find a job. Hopefully the economy recovers again. So again, if you're eligible for unemployment, go to your local unemployment, state unemployment, and file your claims. Most of them are being done online, and we will have all information on how to do that at lulac.org. Go to lulac.org on how to file for unemployment. We're in a very historic moment in American history. I wasn't around in 1918 during the Spanish flu. My abuelitos and abuelitas, went through it and survived. They survived the Great Depression also. And I'm sure this generation will survive the coronavirus and this economic recession / depression that we're in now. But we have to work together. and we have to continue to be a familia, people that help each other out in times of need, and hopefully LULAC will continue to fight for you, whether that's making sure that the stimulus package reaches everybody, every Juan and Maria, and also that the stimulus package make sure that the small businesses that are the backbone of America, whether it's the paneria or whether it's the car wash or whether it's a construction group or whether it's somebody doing home care and housekeeping businesses, that they continue to flourish and grow. And we're going to make sure we get all the information. And then if you need anything else, again, go to lulac.org. Most of this information is on there, and we'll continue to keep you posted as developments occur. And I will be making our next decision when Wednesday we'll have a town hall meeting where we hope to have the president of the SBA, Jovita Cervantes, there, and also the members of probably a congressperson, as well as somebody from the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, on what we can do to keep our economies and our homes going. Until then, que vayan con Dios, Domingo Garcia.